I've got a big one coming out of New Zealand where someone has called the kiwi bird a fat, flightless, F-U-C-K fuck.
Okay. New news.
Big news. This could be one. But Jessica, do you have anything for us?
It doesn't matter!
What you have, Kais, what have you got?
Got a great story. Speaking on fat things, a bear has got a fat tongue.
Good work, Jessica, what have you got?
Guys, I think it's obvious. We've got birds and we've got tongues. You know what the story of the week's got to be.
Crazy story has come out of Greece, which is very hard to believe.
Imagine sharing your wedding photos on Facebook for the intended audience of your family and friends, but instead catching the attention of the Greek media and the church authorities.
Well, one newlywed couple was snapped on their wedding day with the beautiful bride all dressed in white, but instead of being held in a loving embrace with her husband, she was captured kneeling down and pretending to perform a sex act on her new husband.
Well, who knew if she was pretending?
Wow.
The Greek island's top bishop has since banned foreign weddings, stating that we cannot allow such disgusting behaviour to prevail. He does look quite disappointed.
That's not him though. So let's find our bishop, because he is quite an interesting chap. No, we're going to stick with the blowjobs. Anyway, another interesting chap I know is our resident sexpert here. We're going to go over to him because he has some crazy ideas.
Well, thank you guys. Yes, I do have some charts with data provided by our 911 users. So if I can just go to the first chart, I will show you what I have. I have blowjobs after marriage. Now, as we can see on the wedding day, you have a 100% chance of a blowjob. But as you can see from this lineage, as the years go on, it goes down. So in the 3 months area, you're still in the honeymoon period, so you get about an 80% chance of a blowjob. Now, 6 months, that decreases to 60%. After a year, you're lucky if it goes to 20%, and as you can see here, drops even further to 15%. Now, which is the shocking, truthful moment is, after 4 years, you are lucky if you even get a blowjob on your birthday because you have a 1% chance of a blowjob. Now, I have some more data talking about bridesmaids for you single people. Yes. Now, to get a blowjob off a bridesmaid, you have to do 2 simple things. You have to look at their emotions and their level of drunkenness. So, if they've had 1 glass of wine, you have a very slow chance of getting a blowjob, so don't count your eggs. 2 wines, a bit more up. Bottle of wine, that's where we're talking now. They're a bit drunk, a bit emotional. That's a high chance of a blowjob. Half a litre of vodka, it jumps further up. Now, 2 bottles of wine, you're up to around the 60% chance of having a blowjob. But it's when you get to the crying drunk girl. She's got low self-esteem, she's at a wedding watching her friend get married. That's a 80% chance of a blowjob. Now, for the golden rule, it's a divorced drunk woman. This woman's divorced, she's at a wedding, she's feeling lonely, so you do have a high chance of a blowjob. Just have to say the right things and get her drunk enough. And yes, you will have a 100% chance of a blowjob with a divorced drunk woman. Back to you guys in the studio.
I would just like to apologise for any language used there that may have caused offence to anyone at home watching.
He may or may not have had a beer today.
Now, brides and grooms have had to cancel their dream weddings and there's heartbreak across the nation. Newlyweds Carly and Matt have instead been faced with potential lawsuits from people that are heartbroken. And if you listen really quietly, you can hear brides' hearts breaking all across the nation.
Now, as we know, this has not been the first raunchy wedding picture, nor will it be the last.
Carly has since described the shot as a brilliant wedding photo.
Again, I have to apologise to everyone who is offended by our sexpert. He may not really be an expert at all.